Hi all and welcome back. Slay the Spire 2 is a massive success already, with a peak of more than 443,000 concurrent players when I recorded this video, and a 97% positive rating on Steam. So I thought it would be fun to break down why this series works so well as a roguelite deck builder, while so many others never really break out, and please let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. On the surface, a lot of deck builders are chasing the same thing. Random runs, card synergies, relics, bosses, and that constant feeling that one more run might be the one where everything clicks. But Slay the Spire does one thing better than almost all of them. It balances randomness with information. In most weaker deck builders, randomness can feel like the game is just throwing things at you. Bad draws, bad rewards, bad relics, bad enemy patterns, and when you lose, it feels annoying more than educational. Slay the Spire works differently. It still has randomness in your draws, your pathing, and your rewards, but it gives you enough visible information to actually play around that randomness. The biggest example is enemy intent. You usually know what the enemy is about to do, which means the game is not asking you to guess, it's asking you to solve. And that changes everything. Because once the surprise is gone, the RNG stops feeling unfair and starts feeling like a problem you can manage. Do you defend now? Do you take the hit and scale? Do you gamble on a better next hand? When you lose, you can usually tell why, and that's a huge part of why the game stays satisfying instead of frustrating. The other big reason is how clear the synergies are. Slay the Spire is deep, but it rarely feels messy. You can usually understand what a card wants, what a relic supports, and where a build is starting to go. Poison wants stacking, Exhaust wants payoffs, Strength wants multi-hit attacks, Block can turn into its own engine. So even when a run gets complicated, the logic still feels readable. That's where a lot of other deck builders struggle. They often keep the randomness, but don't give enough clarity to balance it out. Or they add more mechanics, more keywords, more systems, and more visual noise without making the decisions feel better. So instead of depth, you just get friction. Instead of learning, you get confusion. Slay the Spire also understands that deck building is really about consistency, not just power. The best runs are not the ones where every card is flashy. They're the ones where the deck actually works together, keeps drawing what it needs, and still functions when the draw is bad. That's why strong players keep winning. Not because the RNG disappears, but because the game gives them enough tools and enough information to control the chaos better than weaker players can. And Slay the Spire 2 understands that better than most sequels do. It keeps the same core formula, but adds redesigned characters, new relics and cards, and co-op instead of trying to reinvent the whole thing. That's probably the smart move, because this series was never special just because it had cards and relics. It was special because it made randomness feel fair and complexity feel readable. So yeah, Slay the Spire works because it keeps the randomness, but gives you enough information to actually deal with it. And that is a huge reason why this series keeps winning, while so many other deck builders never really break through. That's my take at least. If you think I missed something, let me know in the comments. And if you want the full breakdown of Slay the Spire 2 itself, without wasting your time, check out my other video where I break down exactly how the game works and what you can expect before buying. That was it. If you like videos that do not waste your time, then please consider to like and subscribe. Regardless, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.